Hey guys, it's Ifter, and today we're going to be playing a game called White Day. Now, it came out in 2001, so this is pretty old. People who watched my stream will have actually seen me, this is like about a year ago, will have seen me play this game. And it's pretty good. Problem is that it doesn't run very well on newer systems like you might expect. I'm actually running this in integrated graphics, because if I try to run it in, or run it with my graphics card, strange things happen, and I'll show you guys that in a bit. It's a horror game. I don't know if I mentioned it's a Korean horror game. And I'm just fascinated by what's happening right now. This is actually important to the story. This guy over here is our main character. But it's actually really hard to get a hold of this game now. The blog that it was hosted on is now no longer working. And I really don't know if anybody has hosted... I'm sure they have hosted some new download links, but I haven't been able to find them. Now, the story here is that pretty hot girl left her diary and stuff behind, and main character guy picked it up. I don't know if it shouldn't just loop. I think that's it. Now, to get this game running, it does keep running. Okay. To get this game running is an ordeal in and of itself. You have to download, you can't use the app locale that comes with Windows 10, because that doesn't work. You have to download a different program called Locale Emulator, and for the past 1 or 2 hours, 1 to 2 hours, not 1 or 2. But yeah, for the past 1 to 2 hours, I have been trying to get this to work. And I think I have finally found a way for it to work. So let's just make sure I got all my options correct here. Nothing missing. Okay, good. So let's go new game. Now, we don't want very easy or easy because you actually lose out on a lot of things. Normal is just right to get everything. Wait, there was another option there. What is this? Oh, custom skins. Yeah. Normal is about right for what we want. And we're just gonna go with a simple name. Ifter. You know. Same first name and last name. I'm an enigma. Let's start the game. I said let's start the game. And here we return with our main character to the school at night to hopefully return the diary to the girl at night. I don't know why. Now, as a little bit of a hint, the game is going to crash here very shortly. Won't affect you guys any. But after this cutscene, the game refuses to load the game on integrated graphics. I found a workaround for this. What I had to do was load the game with the regular graphics, using my actual graphics card, save the game, you guys don't miss anything, really, and then switch back to integrated and load the save past the end of this cutscene and everything works fine. Hopefully. That is the hope. And after the crash, we are back. Now, I wanted to show you guys what the game looks like with the dedicated graphics card. But, interestingly enough, when I switch to the dedicated graphics card while recording, Dxtory actually keeps it in check, to where it doesn't lose its goddamn mind. Now, I'm still going to keep it on integrated because I don't want any sort of weird issues to arise. So it turns out all that troubleshooting I did was for nothing. Cool. But let me explain what was going on. Now, what you are seeing is at a smooth 30 frames per second. With no recording, the dedicated graphics card was running the game as fast as it would go. So if I was getting 120 frames per second, it was running at 120 frames per second. So everything was lightning fast. Now, literally all you guys missed was me entering the school. Nothing weird. So what we just picked up, if I can access my inventory, we just picked up a coin worth 501. Now, these things will let us buy items out of vending machines. We haven't really gotten to one of those yet, so I'll explain that when we get to it. Now, I did explain that I played this for the Twitch stream, so some of this stuff I have seen before. But it'll be a nice, refreshing change to see it while it's running at, you know, sane numbers. Now, the whole thing with the game running differently based on what frames you have it set to, that's kind of not surprising considering how old this game is. I can't really be upset about it. What's this? It's a note. Cleaner's memo. Kim Byung-tae, or Tae. Kim Byung-tae. The garden rake has been confiscated by Hak Ju, a student dean. I can't rake the school's grounds anymore because of you. What's worse, all the trees have died because you didn't water them last week. I'll make you regret your selfishness tomorrow. If you've the spirit, go to the safe in the PE storage room and get my rake back. I overheard from the students that Hak Ju has a very bad memory, so he remembers the combination lock for the safe using the number of balls in each basket. Okay. Well, that's not really a concern for us right this instant. And as you saw, I can turn on and off the lights in the classrooms. This won't work in every area, but it's nice when it does. And we're not being chased or attacked by anybody. School ghost stories. The woman in the closet. Some time ago, rumors spread about a face that could be seen coming out of some of the walls of the main building's corridors. Whether this was true or not, the principal and several other teachers tried to prove them wrong and reassure them, but the stories stubbornly refused to be forgotten. Some students claim that the school was once used as a torture building for prisoners during the Japanese occupation of Korea. They say that one prisoner was a woman who had refused to give away the location of her husband, who had fled the region to avoid conscription. She was tortured again and again, but each time she refused to talk. When they finally gave up on her, she was left sealed into a closet and forgotten. The closet was so small and compact that she could not sit up or lie down. Crammed into the tiny space without any provisions at all, she eventually died of starvation. When her body was dug up, her discoverers struggled to fit her stiffened corpse into her coffin. They say she still wanders near the sealed room, her bent neck presented to those who are unlucky enough to find her. Now, these ghost stories, as far as I could gather, do nothing in easy and very easy mode. Hey, lunchbox. Eating it will recover a lot of your health. But yes, the ghost stories will do nothing on easier difficulties. On harder difficulties, reading the stories apparently summons said ghost you just read about. And we'll learn more about ghosts soon. Soybean milk. Drinking it will recover a bit of health. So we've already been shown our 2 healing items for the game. And there are other items. But those are our 2 major items for the game. The little lunchbox and the soybean milk. At least for healing. And before we go talk to those 2 over there, whose skirts seem to be tearing themselves into oblivion, let's read this. Building equipment. Condition of the main building, 9th of March. 1. There's a steam leakage. There's a steam leakage in the extractor fans located inside the vents that connects the girls' bathroom and the machine room. The valves inside the vents will need to be tightened to stop the flow of the steam. We will begin placing the fluorescent lights in the hallway in front of the home economics room tomorrow morning. Okay. A little bit of information. Nothing's too major.
어머, 정말이야? 그렇다니까. 야! 소리 없이 나타나면 놀라잖아. 쟤 얼마 전에 우리 반으로 전학 온 애야. 그럼 이따가 봐. 그래, 나중에 봐. 난 8반 김성아야. 너는?
Now, these answers matter, and they are timed.
재밌는 이름이다. 아, 미안.
But yeah, these answers do matter.
이 시간에 학교에는 무슨 일이야?
Depending on how we answer people, we might get a different ending.
뭐야? 너도 소영이
And we
쫓아다니는
want to ask about
거야?
Han So Young because that's the girl we're
남자의
looking for.
푸름. 너 전학 온 지 얼마 안 돼서 잘 모르지? 소영이 말이야.
And that was abrupt. Okay, welcome to ear pain. Well, probably not for you, but definitely for me. The game gets very loud here. And what we want to do, well, before heading that way and taking care of this beeping sound, I'll explain this in a moment, not right now. Come talk to her. Now, obviously, she wants us to turn off the alarm. So showed us going through a vent, and to get into a vent, wire cutters will probably be important. Can't get in there, which is the room we need to get in. That door is locked. Let's read this real quick. The main building's first floor needs some lighting work. Oddly enough, the switchboard wires in the machine room are tangled up, so we may need to strip a lot of the floorboards and wall sheets back. If this work is needed, then the extractor fan connected to the machine room, home economics room, and the girls' bathroom will need to be removed. So, that's already been done for us. And as you could see before, we couldn't get into the vent because it's up above, so this stepladder will be useful. Now, excuse me, there's an item in here. I don't know why all these are open. I actually don't remember opening those. There's an item up here, and I can show you guys, but this doesn't do anything. Let's try and back in here, because, okay, there we go. Now, we could try this here, but as you can see, no matter what I do, oh, I'm a liar. It's a cigarette. Never use cigarettes as they can cause serious health issues, such as lung cancer, and is especially harmful to younger and pregnant women. Okay. So, that did nothing. That's actually the first time I've ever been able to get this item. I've never... Because, see, like, when I'm over it, you can tell I can't read it. I had to duck underneath it ever so slightly. So never mind, I'm a fool. So, yeah, there's an item there, but it does nothing. Cool. Alright, so let's take care of all this noise. Because it's going to drive me insane. I will have obviously turned it down for you guys. So, a wire net. So this is how we use items in White Day. And I'll go over our other items after we take care of this. You go into your inventory, left click, exit the inventory, and then you can use them. Now let's try and get this all taken care of. Well, okay then.
Happy feet. One more combo. That ain't Falco. That ain't Falco. Oh! 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 Where you at? Where you at? Oh! Oh my God!
And that wonderful guy is the school's janitor. We'll be dealing with him later. This hot steam is blocking the vents. Okay, so what we do here is we want to go to these little valves. It's a valve. This might be connected to the steam leakage. Turn them. Very slowly. Then come back here. Get the other one. Same thing. Turn it. This alarm sound is driving me insane and is making my head hurt. Not a very good introduction to a game, I have to be honest. And we still have the pliers equipped at the bottom right, as you can tell. Which we don't need now, so they're gone. And dear God, please. Please, please, please. Turn the lights on. Okay, that's a weird thing. Oh my God. So there's various items in this room. And I'm probably talking louder than I need to. But there are various items in this room. There's an alarm. Fire alarm is off, thank God. But you'll see that won't be the case for very long. Electric safe. And we have this. The alarms only activate in emergency situations. To stop it, the alarms must be switched off using the switchboard to the right. It's the machine room switchboard. Open it up. And we have to make it to where all of these are off. So where they're all green. After a certain number of failures, they revert back to old. So you have a very set amount of attempts at this. That's all I have to do. Oh, sweet bliss. Sweet, silent bliss. It's a key. Got the key to the home economics room. An amulet. Got the metal amulet. Now, there's a good reason why I wanted to fix the problem with the game running too fast. If I hadn't, a lot of this stuff we're hearing, you don't even notice. And this is a cute little Easter egg thing. Game package. Yeah, there's a little minigame thing of collecting all 10 of these packages, which this is actually supposed to have an image. I assume it's because it's integrated graphics that it doesn't, but the image is right there. And who knows, I might actually switch back to dedicated if it seems we can. And yes, we have a cell phone that would give us hints, but it's only on easy. Now, since we have a moment of silence, let's actually look at our items. Because I neglected to do that earlier. So we have a pen, which is used to save games. On those notepads in the bathrooms. They're sometimes in different locations. Soybean in the lunchbox I went over, same with the wand. Metal amulet. We'll see what that does soon. Okay, So Young's diary. So Young left it on a bench before school. I need to return it. So Young's that girl we're after. I think I gave the wrong name earlier. And we have White Day candy, because as the game's name implies, it is White Day, where boys give girls candy. There is a reverse day that I am forgetting the name of, might be Black Day, but I don't remember, where girls give boys chocolate. It's a note. Running. Jogging regularly improves your endurance and reduces your resting time. It is a simple, convenient, and effective exercise for keeping healthy. However, you must be careful when you try to push past your limit. If you ever have difficulty breathing or feel dizzy, you should rest for a while before running again. This is the game's not so fourth wall breaking way of telling us that we cannot run forever. It's a pen. As far as I've noticed, you don't actually get tired. But I've never really had to run all that much. Typically you're trying to get somewhere and then, you know, not have to worry about it. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you liked this video, please click the like button down below. And if you want to see more of these videos, I'd really appreciate you clicking that subscribe button. I upload every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so if you want to see more videos, check them. I also have a Twitter if you'd like to follow me there, and a Twitch, and my Steam is also located down below. Share me with friends and family if you guys can. I'd really appreciate it. I hope to see you all for the next video. See you then.